sold-out crowd, and they're all set as they'll match up with the Los Angeles Chargers. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Open man is Uzama. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. Step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Big 13.
Burrow looking to pass. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Buying time to his left. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Burrow. Flush to his right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. After the turnover, here's Herbert. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Well, this defense for the Bengals, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking at.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance. So not a surprise, but there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. Mixon hit, and the ball is out. And picked up by the Chargers. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
Here's a quick throw to Higgins out wide. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
And that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
From the 5, here's 2nd and 2. Here's a give to Mixon. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Mixon trying to punch it in. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. And it wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
And now a 2-point conversion attempt forthcoming. They'll let Mixon try and run it in. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Here's Coleman now to return. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. The The Charger drive about to get going. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. Two division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because, to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
6-3 is our score after one. It's the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 8. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he stopped immediately there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Nothing on that one. It'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Looking to throw again on second down. Herbert. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position after a turnover. I feel like I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. There's the rookie from LSU, it's Jamar Chase. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A handoff to Mixon. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months. Not weeks, months.
And I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor the winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Burrow. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Burrow to Boyd there for the Cincy first. Now Joe Mixon. Open space inside the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. So 2 touchdowns for him on the ground in his first half, and that one a thing of beauty.
And just like his last touchdown run, we saw him be patient. How about his vision where he's able to identify where the opening was? And then how about the escort right down the field all the way to the end zone from his blockers?
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Now a give running left is Eckler. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for Bengals TD. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
It shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Fresh off of 6 the other way, it's Herbert. Allen's got it complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Out of the gun, Herbert. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook.
when you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. On Herbert, his third interception. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bengals are able to widen their lead here in this first half. So what a first half that he has had running the football. That now 3 touchdown runs.
And I would anticipate that when they get down in the red zone, he's going to get more chances as this game goes on. And I think that the guys blocking for him are going to ask for him to get more chances. They like the rhythm they've developed.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. It's complete to Cook. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. He's going to air one out. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Able to get there and pick it. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback to just throw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone. They go play action with Burrow. And that is incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Burrow. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Now Burrow on first down. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
McPherson's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Chargers going to get the football first here in the second half, and they trail as we get back underway. Here's Coleman now to return. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Charger drive about to get going, and they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half, so where do they go from here?
The first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot. Pretty unlikely, but you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
Herbert's throw taken in by Cook. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Herbert now. Oh, had his hands on it. Couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And this is Cook with a grab. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. To the air again, Herbert. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cook. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that play.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Once more, here's Eckler. Now room for Eckler. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. Herbert operating from the red zone. And he slings one that's incomplete. Well, the passing windows are just not there. And that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Herbert eluding the pressure right. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Herbert. On the screen, this is Eckler. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The screen does get him 9, but it also brings up a 4th down. They'll run for it with Eckler. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th. Touchdown, Chargers! Robert Foster, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Now the Charger offense will stay on the field as they'll line up to go for the 2-point try. And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates. He's at the 50. 30. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. It's a squib kick fielded just inside the 20. And he tries to get as much as he can here while protecting the football as he dives to the ground. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
12, 12, 12. 11, 11, 11.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Burrow. That's taken in by Higgins. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. This is Mixon. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 66 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. A good gain on first. Has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Burrow on play action. A throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They coming off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball. That cut down the lead. Now the defense does their part, got them the football back.
So now maybe with the touchdown they scored previously, plus their defense making that stand up and getting the ball right back, momentum may be shifting in their favor.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati. Here's Herbert. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. And now, oh boy, this is a bit of a surprise, to be kind. They accepted the holding penalty, so wipe out the interception, and their defense will stay on the field. Okay. A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Now it's Burrow. And this is incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, You definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick six territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Burrow. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Checking the NFL scoreboard, they're in the 3rd at MetLife Stadium. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Second and 8 coming up. Here's Herbert. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Chargers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Now it's Herbert. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
11.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He gets this one to Boyd. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
Mixon with a first down carry. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Burrow looking to pass. This goes out wide from Nixon. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Kenneth Murray, the Chargers' leading tackler, as a rookie last year, in on the stop. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Again, it's Mixon. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Ready?
Now Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger gain.
Punting now is Huber as he sends it away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Jalen Guyton, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. The point after is good, and the lead will be cut down to 14. 2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. A little jet sweep to start the drive. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 2nd down now, Mixon. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 81 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. 45, 45. Mike, 45. Time to go, night, night. Let's keep those sticks moving.
The Bengals go down to a knee in the victory formation.
On one, ready?
The Bengals go down to a knee in the victory formation. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So for the Bengals, they continue to keep pace for that first-round bye as they move to 11-1. And they'll get another home date next week as the 49ers will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, it's a tough one to swallow as they drop back to 8-4 on the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants.